Hello friends, welcome to It Up Grand Strand, a production of Wingding Media presented by the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail. I'm your host, AJ Gohil. And today on the front nine, we have the smooth operator, Jay Smith from Prestwick Country Club. And on the back nine, we have Dynamite Mike DeLuca from Wachasaw East. Before we start, I want to thank our sponsors, Yuengling Beer, Bridgestone Golf, Linda Bean's Maine Lobster, and the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail. We'll be right back.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yuengling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Introducing the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, a new way to experience golf in Myrtle Beach. With over 20 courses to choose from, there's a perfect golf vacation waiting for you. Find the trail that's best for you at myrtlebeachgolftrail.com today.
Welcome back, my friends, to the front nine, sponsored by Yuengling Beer. I have the smooth operator, Jay Smith from Prestwick Country Club. Welcome, Jay. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. I appreciate the way you just introduced me. That was kind of funny.
He had no idea. Smooth operator. He is the smooth operator. Whatever he does it first class, guys. And when you go to Prestwick Country Club, you'll see why. So I've known you for 25, 30 years nearly.
Pretty close, early 90s.
And he and I, I'm telling you, I'm glad he was stuck behind the counter when I was out building relationships, because smooth operator. He had the upper hand.
We work together. AJ's just, he's playing it down.
We do work together. He's a good friend of mine. I'm glad he's on the show. He's a busy man in Myrtle Beach. And our viewers have sent in some questions.
Okay.
So, tell us what's been going on this spring. How was the spring?
Spring was very, very good. Last fall was very good. Ever since COVID, the golf's seen a resurgence, and luckily all the Grand Strand golf courses have been busy, and we all needed it, and we're all happy. Very happy, and the fall looks good. The summer's been good. Everything looks good.
So right now we're in the heat of the season in the summer, and I'm telling you, it's still an amazing time to play golf. These are the questions I have. I got to put my glasses on. I'm getting old, guys. We know this, but some of the viewers sent this in.
Okay.
Who designed Prestwick Country Club?
All right, so Prestwick opened in 1988. It's located in Surfside on Highway 544. Pete and PB Dye, father-son tandem, did it back then. And for those who have played a Dye course, it's very, very, you can see a lot of their stuff in it. Sawgrass, for example, a lot of bulkheads, pot bunkers, things you don't want to hit the ball.
Yeah, and by the way, if you get on the green and you're lucky like me, sometimes them greens are quick, slick. Everybody that plays it loves it, but it's a challenge. Talk about them greens for a second.
So the greens have a lot of movement on them, and they're pretty big, but our superintendent really likes to keep them moving. We probably average around 11 on the stent meter.
11.
Yeah, we can get them up to faster. I tell them not to, because pace of play gets a little rough when you do that, and kind of like you just said, gets where you're a little scared and things like that. But the green, we're probably known best for our green speed and overall green condition year round.
Always in great conditions, and people love it because they know what they're going to get quality wise, from the clubhouse all the way to the greens, and attention to detail is amazing. I played it a few months ago, and I'm telling you, I was on the green on regulation, and then I had to leave with a double bogey. So that was challenging, right? Challenging. So you and I know this story, but I love this story. How did you come up with the name Prestwick Country Club?
So everyone knows there's one in Scotland. It hosted,
Did you guys know that, by the way? There's one in Scotland?
Well, Maybe you didn't know. Well, now you know. But it hosted the first 18 to 20 British Opens. I'm not exactly sure.
Wow.
And the Jackson family, Prestwick's owned by the Jackson companies, who own Ocean Lakes Campground and some other things, decided to name, that's what they wanted to name it. So they, along with Pete and PB Dye and a developer, flew over and met with the folks.
Flew over to Scotland.
Wow. Met with the folks at Prestwick over there and asked permission to name this one Prestwick, and permission was granted. And
did they play? Did they play while they were out there? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't play. They went and met with, I believe the secretary is the head of the golf course there. I'm not exactly sure, but that's who they met with, and whoever their board is.
Right.
And they
allowed
them to do it.
I've heard about the family, Jackson family. That's what they do. They do everything correct. They respect. That's great respect. Yeah. And in golf, there's a lot of respect, but in business, they do so much respectful stuff. So we appreciate that too as an industry. And having 80 golf courses on the Grand Strand, there's never one great golf course, but in conversations, Prestwick will always be listed as one of the best in the area. What's your favorite hole out there, Jay?
So my favorite hole would have to be number 9. It's par 5, and when you tee off, you're looking at the clubhouse and 18's across the pond. And if somebody knows what number 18 at Sawgrass looks like, number 9's pretty similar in the shape. It is a par 5 at Prestwick, or it's a par 4 at Sawgrass, but it's a pretty demanding par 5. The long hitters can probably go for it in 2. Not me.
Yeah. That's what he says.
And not AJ
Trying to take
either.
your money. No, not me for sure.
But basically a 3-shot par 5, and stay out of the water, stay out of the homes to the right, so you don't want to miss it too far right. But the green complex is very interesting. Pot bunker in front, and then about a 13 or 14 foot deep bunker behind it, which you definitely don't want to go in there, because out of there the ball generally ends up in the water on the other side of the green. So it's just a beautiful par 5. It's very challenging, and the scenery is very nice.
And they both the 9 and 18 go back to the clubhouse.
Correct.
Amazing clubhouse. Like you can have so many great events, and I'll ask Jay what kind of events they do there. But the bad thing is, if you got a big group you're playing with, the banter, oh my, I am nervous. Like, I got to get it on the green so I can just putt it. Even if it's 3 putts, I don't care. I don't want to go in the water. So I'm sure you've seen some funny groups hackling there.
Very much.
Yeah. Any funny stories you can share with us?
Probably the funniest one was, it's been a few years, but a guy was playing number 9. And like AJ said, the clubhouse is a 2-story clubhouse. So groups will sit on the back porch on the second deck, and they'll have whatever beverage or whatever food they'd like to get. And had a guy get so upset he threw his entire set of golf clubs in the in the pond off the 9 green. So he wasn't very happy.
Did he come back to get him?
No.
The next day, he never came back.
No, he said they were gone. Now, he did keep his golf bag. He just dumped the clubs out, but he kept his bag, and that's probably one of the best and funniest. And everybody that was on the balcony got a big laugh, and his group laughed at him the whole time.
They probably messed with him the whole trip. Now, just remember, it's not the golf course. I mean, it's not the golf clubs. It's your game. Go practice, right? Do you guys have a practice?
It's the golf clubs. It's never your game.
Golf clubs.
Yeah, we do. We have a nice driving range with about 25 hitting spots, and nice chipping putting green. Have a sand trap, so you can work on your entire game out there.
Do you have like golfers when they come visit on a golf trip, and they're like, "Man, I'm shanking it. The words we shouldn't be using." And do they talk to you or your pros and try to get a quick lesson? How does that work?
So anybody's welcome to get a lesson. You just call the pro shop, kind of give us a heads up. We have a few folks that'll show up and ask, and if we can accommodate them, we're more than happy to do so.
That's good.
But
that's good.
There's 3 of us that can help them out.
Right, and I know some of the assistants that they have there and the pro out there at Prestwick, and they are good golfers. So if you need a quick lesson, they can accommodate you. I know they will. So let's see what other questions came in through.
All right.
So in your clubhouse, can you host events? It's
Yes.
huge.
Yes.
What kind of events can you host?
So the clubhouse it's 20,000 square foot total. 3 levels. First level's locker rooms, things like that. Second level's pro shop, restaurants, lobby, banquet room, things like that. Upstairs is storage. But we host Rotary meetings, BNI, which is Business Network International.
I'm a Rotarian,
yep.
and I like to go there sometimes.
Yep. We do weddings, all kinds of meetings. We can basically do about anything that you would really want to. The banquet room and the restaurant can probably seat around 150 comfortably, with a dance floor. That's about the max. You don't want to see AJ dance.
No,
I've seen it before.
You don't see me dance. But, that means you can do a lot of golf events, right? For viewers out there that want to do a golf trip, 60 people, 100 people, you can accommodate them.
Yeah,
also.
we have a full kitchen. So if they wanted to have something special one night, we'd be more than happy to talk to them and see if we can do that for them.
Have an icebreaker party. Now, talking about the kitchen, I have eaten there, guys. The chicken tenders, steaming hot when they come out with the French fries. Again, don't tell my trainer this, but they're amazing. And then last time I was out there, you brought the bang bang shrimp or something out.
Coconut shrimp.
Coconut shrimp.
But it has a little secret sauce on it too. So
it was good. So make sure you plan, right? Plan to have lunch or plan to eat after the round. So, in closing, I think your location is perfect for people landing, flying in, flying out. Why is that? How close to you?
So, as the crow flies, probably a mile from the airport.
1 mile.
If you drive down either 17, you might get a little traffic, but no more than 15 minutes. Our clubhouse also has shower facilities. So if you play around in the morning and you want to take a shower before you get on the plane to hopefully not offend anybody on the plane, be happy to accommodate you with that.
Good.
But we're located just south of the airport, kind of like you said. Address is Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Yep, right off of Highway 544. So we're near everything, near all the hotels and condos and near all the excitement.
And if you haven't, there's a video out there of Jay hitting from the water park that the Jackson family owns across on the ocean, and he hits it towards the golf course. So check that out. See if he makes the green. I think it was 350 yards or so. What was that?
It was about a mile and a half.
A mile and a half. So let's see what photography, our producers back there, let's see what magic they can do to make it land on the green. But hey, Jay, I wanted to thank you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate everything you do for the golf industry. He is the smooth operator, I'm telling you. And make sure you go out and play Prestwick Country Club.
Well, thank you, AJ.
Good seeing you, brother.
You too.
We'll be right back after this break.
The herd mentality. It's everywhere in nature. What drives this primal urge to use the most played ball instead of the superior one? You can't beat the pack by playing the same ball as the pack. Gain a crushing advantage over Titleist when you switch to Bridgestone.
Welcome to Wingding. With a variety of services to offer, we are an end-to-end one-stop shop for digital media production and distribution. Our company originated in podcasting, video production, and digital marketing space, affording us a solid background for growing your brand through media distribution. Contact us at wingding.tv so we can do what we do for you.
Welcome back, my friends, to the Back Nine, sponsored by Bridgestone Golf. We have Dynamite Mike DeLuca from Wachasaw East. Mike, it's great to have you here, my friend.
AJ, thank you for having me, even though I've lost my voice a little bit.
Guys,
I'm happy to be here.
Mike has lost his voice. He said, you want to change it? I said, no, come on in. It's all good. I won't ask you too many questions. But, Mike, it's always good to see you.
Thank you, AJ.
He's wondering why I called him Dynamite Mike.
I am.
So let me explain. That's his new nickname. I make
Please
nicknames
do.
for all of our golf professional friends. Dynamite Mike, because he's the same height as me, okay? And all of our golfing friends, most of them are twice our size.
Yep.
Huge guys, tall, and you know, they're good golfers. I'm the professional hacker. Mike is actually a PGA professional, and he can kick their you-know-whats. So I call him Dynamite Mike because you don't mess with him when you're playing out there 18 holes for a few bucks.
I like it, AJ. Thank
You
you.
like it?
I like
So
it.
that's it
I
now,
like
okay? No more, nothing else. It's Dynamite Mike. But Mike, I love Wachasaw East. You've had the LPGA Tour. Tell us about that. When was that?
That was in the late 90s, from 97 through 2000. 97, 98, 99, 2000, the ladies came out and had their LPGA Tour event. And then I believe in late 2000 or 2001, we did the greens out there. And it's a little bit of a tough track to walk sometimes. So I don't know if the ladies want to keep walking it or keep playing it. But no, it was a pleasure to have them out there. There's a lot of memorabilia in the clubhouse, so it's always cool when people come out and take a look at it and see Meg Mallon with the course record out there. So
I was going to ask you about that course record. What is it?
62, 10 under.
Is that 9 holes or 18 holes?
It's 9 holes for you.
9 holes for me, guys. Wow, that's amazing. So that was really, really great for our area to have a professional tour, and it's great that we have you here, having experienced that or been there or being a part of that event. And you've been doing a lot of, it never ends for the golf courses. You've been doing a lot of renovations. Tell the viewers about the renovations. What's going on?
Yeah, AJ, so last year we were fortunate enough to take out over 500 trees on the golf course. We took out over 500 trees and also redid about 9 cart paths. 9
cart paths. That's investment, my friends. Investment.
It is. It is a big expense. We're looking forward to doing more, hopefully this year. The back nine's pretty much completely done with cart paths. Looking to do front 9 this year.
And you've done some. Have you done bulkheads, or you've been doing some other stuff out there?
We don't have any bulkheads on the golf course, but the main reason for people ask why the renovation or why so many trees are being removed. The main reason is a couple reasons is because one, the cart paths, the trees that were taken out are mainly around the cart paths, and the cart paths will buckle. And it's just not an enjoyable ride, especially when it's cart path only. That's not the only reason why the trees need to be removed. Another reason is when the course is built, the trees obviously are not that big, and the trees actually create a lot of shade. It might be nice during the summertime for some shade for the golfers to get away from the sun, but the golf course hates the shade.
Right.
The grass loves the sun. Bermuda grass loves the heat, loves the humidity. So the more sunlight there is, it helps turf conditions, it helps drainage, it actually helps around the greens and the greens as well. A lot of trees that were taken out were around the greens, so it helps the greens, turf conditions, and playing conditions. It makes it a great atmosphere altogether.
And so grass needs air, wind, water, and sunlight. And believe it or not, grass gives out more oxygen than trees do. Now, don't quote me on that. I don't want any haters. Don't quote me on that. But that's what I've heard. It's good for the environment also. So I've got some questions from the viewers that they sent in. Okay. We talked about the major. What's going on? This is one of the questions right here. Aerification. Why do golf courses do aerification? What's the deal with that in the summer?
That's a great question, AJ. Aerification is a necessity for especially the greens. We were fortunate enough we were able to do greens and the tee boxes. Courses come back great. The tee boxes are phenomenal. The fairways are plush, and the greens have recovered as well. But real quick, I'll try to give you layman's terms for aerification. I'm no golf course superintendent, but I can tell you the basic necessities around it is that every day where these greens are walked on, the soil compacts every single day. They're mowed every day. People walk on them every day. Golf shots are hit into them every day.
Right.
Eventually, the soil compacts, and that soil needs to be loosened up. If it doesn't get loosened up, the root structure actually gets shallower and shallower. If it gets too shallow, eventually the grass itself will become weak, and it will eventually die.
So the roots aren't growing, so you need to make holes. Yeah. That's why it's called aerating. Make holes that you plug some of the dirt out.
Yes.
Gives the roots space for the root system to get stronger, and then you top dress it with sand.
top dressed with sand. Also, there's other chemicals. There's fertilizers, there's fungicides, there's all these chemicals that it gives the soil and the root structure the ability to absorb some of those chemicals as well. So, I always call it the necessary evil of the golf course. Yes. Aerification is a necessary evil. It normally takes golf courses 10 to 14 days to recover. This year in Myrtle Beach area, surprisingly, we had a very cool June. So it took a little bit over 2 weeks to recover, but golf course is back, so we're happy about it. And aerification, June is the time of year to do it because Bermuda grass, most courses are Bermuda, and that's when the grass loves to grow and it loves the heat and loves the humidity. And
so I was out there, and we had the Rotary National Golf Invitational Golf Tournament, and Mike and his team hosted that event for the third year. And you know what? The greens were aerated probably 12 days prior. Not one person complained about the conditions of the course. Were they smooth as glass? No. But they were smooth enough for two teams, one to come in at 59, captain choice, 59, and one to come in at 57.
That's right.
So nobody could complain about the greens. So compliments to the whole crew out there for doing a fabulous job. Some
people say they putt better on aerated greens.
I do. I have the 2-putt rule, man. So if I get it close, 2 putts, I'm in. That's my rules. So what else? There's a lot of tournaments going on in the summer. What's happening at Wachasaw East? What's going on?
Yeah, good question. We have 2 major or main tournaments in the summertime at Wachasaw East. One of them's coming up here shortly, near the middle to the end of July. It's the Family Golf Week. A lot of people know it as Father-Son. It's now expanded to families of mothers and daughters can play, or dads and daughters, or parent-child. So you see a lot of father-son, parent and child.
Right.
The entire week is called Family Golf Week. And the tournament dates are July 20th, 21st, and 22nd. But it's like an all-week event. People come into town. I think they're representing 38 states this year.
Yes, I was at the party, by the way, last year. They have a big party where all the golf courses are there, all the players are there, and they got beautiful food from one of the local restaurants, steakhouses, barbecue ribs. So I was there for the food, but it was fun. It was fun.
There's about, I think, 860 participants this year.
Wow.
About 30 from 38 different states, and I think 8 golf courses are hosting it. And it's just a great time, great atmosphere. It's supposed to be a fun event.
Yes.
It's a family golf week. You're playing with family, father, son, parent, child.
Memories, making memories,
100%.
Man.
So that's in July, and then August, which a lot of viewers probably have heard about, is the World Am. That comes to Myrtle. That brings close to 3,000.
3,000 people from all over the world.
100%, not just the United States. So we have that. That is the end of last week in August.
Okay, great. So that the courses are going to be in amazing shape for these events, for these tournaments.
And that's another reason why people schedule their aeration around these major events.
That makes sense.
It's a great opportunity for golf courses to show off their facilities to people who've maybe never seen them before, maybe never been to South Carolina or Myrtle Beach.
Right, exactly. So in closing, Mike, tell the viewers, our presenting sponsor of the show is the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, and you're part of the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail. Tell us a quick couple of minutes of what's Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, what are they doing? I've got their logo shirt on today, thank you.
Yeah, the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, the local discount membership, if you're live near Myrtle Beach along the Grand Strand area, I highly suggest obtaining that Myrtle Beach Golf Trail card.
Golf Trail member card, yes.
Yes, and the website is golftrail.info.
Okay.
And I believe the card is going to be sold for 2024, starting here soon, maybe in September.
Yes, that's what I heard.
And heck, if you haven't bought it yet, I highly suggest you to buy it in September, because you get the rest of 2023 free, essentially.
Free, the rest of the year.
And then you get 2024. And you could probably get your money back in 2023 if you play twice a month.
And for the locals, you have scrambles, 2 scrambles a month?
Yep, about 2 scrambles a month. They have Captain's Choice scrambles.
Okay.
They have Closest to the Pin contest, Most Fun. So,
right.
Even if
people love to be together with their buddies.
Blind draws. So even if you don't go out there and shoot 60 or 59 or 62, whatever it might be, you still have a chance to win. So people love playing in those events. They normally sell out within the first couple of days that you can sign up.
Right.
So, Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, the local discount card, they've got all the rates for every golf course online.
Right.
And then just added 4 more new courses, right?
Yes, I heard that. And you can book it 7 days out. Now this is the card for the locals, but you can also bring guests with you. So if you have visiting friends coming from out of town, you can have them come, right? They can come as your guest.
Yep.
At a special rate. And then we also have the MyrtleBeachGolfTrail.com for the vacationers,
100%.
correct?
Yep. If you're from out of town and you're looking to play some golf courses, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different courses, Myrtle Beach Golf Trail golf courses are a great option for you to check out, and all that stuff is online at MyrtleBeachGolfTrail.com and Myrtle Beach or golftrail.info.
Thank you, Mike.
Discount one.
Mike, that was great. And by the way, Mike gives me tips to get me better and better and better, and I appreciate that. So I appreciate you coming in
Thanks,
today.
AJ. Appreciate it.
And
Thanks.
I hope your voice gets better. So thank you all for being here. We're going to take a break.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing: brewing darn good beer.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
Introducing the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, a new way to experience golf in Myrtle Beach. With over 20 courses to choose from, there's a perfect golf vacation waiting for you. Find the trail that's best for you at MyrtleBeachGolfTrail.com today.
Your best game is right around the corner. And whenever you find yourself with downtime, that's the time to get your game back up to par. Honing your skills with expertise and equipment from the world's largest golf selection at PGA TourSuperstore.com.
Hey, what's up, long drivers? Get ready for the second XLD Team Series event coming up August 25th at 6 p.m. at the ULD Academy Training Center in Longs, South Carolina. If you haven't already, get there. Get yourself entered at ultimatelongdrive.com.
Thank you all for being here today. A big thank you to our guests. Thank you to our sponsors, Yuengling Beer, Bridgestone Golf, Linda Bean's Maine Lobster, and the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail. Until we tee it up again, happy golfing.